show the starting order. So we have Andretti in P1 with an amazing qualifying and his first pole for Prima and himself in the Nations Cup. Then we have Mika Häkkinen in P2, Stewart P3, LAC P4, Prost P5, Agostini P6, Mansell P7, Kubica P8, Kvyat P9, Asma with a strong qualifying for Baltic Tax in P10, Alonso P11, Schumacher the first Audi in P12, then we have the second overline P13, then P14 Shriockton, P15 Merton, P16 Thiago Montero, P17 Andreas Suber, then we have Bolte in P18, his teammate Ross at P19 and Stibbles P20, Kenan P21 and Lucas P22. And the weather is dry. We have a dry race in Monaco.
Oh god.
Yeah, I just showed the starting order.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching.
Beautiful. So, I have both chats open for Twitter and Mixer, so I know when anyone is making comments.
We're on board.
Yeah, not a good starting angle, but it's hard to it's hard to adjust the cameras in the game without completely breaking the game. So
5 red lights, and away we go.
it seems
it's a good start from the pole sister. Braun GP in second though.
was a really strong start by the Prima, but Braun right behind him.
Looking like Asma and Schumacher got stuck in some kind of incident. Or Yep. Oh, yep. Here we go.
There's a car flipped.
Flipped. So wait, which car is that? It's the
It's a
Zuber.
Baltic. It's a Baltic tax. Let's see what happened there.
Oh, I'm dropping frames of it.
Can sometimes happen. I don't have the most powerful PC.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's Merton.
Oh.
And
Oh.
then the Russian racing guys give him the final push. So and then he magically turns around again.
Hopefully it's
Kenan
okay.
wants to keep going but can't. So, and then
then he gets out of the session.
so we have 2 cars out already, and they.
Oh. This is gonna.
What the hell? I
This
never.
is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem for the leaders coming round, isn't it?
It will be. Andretti is now making. No, he doesn't really have a gap. The Braun is right in his rear, so.
That Braun GP car looks so nice,
I love it too.
doesn't it?
I wish it would have stayed longer than was just 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm even dropping frames in game right now.
The stream seems fine right now.
Yeah.
Andretti is gaining on Stewart now. The debris looks like it's all cleared away. Hopefully.
Yeah, we have green flags, so it should be. And we have only 17 cars in the race in lap 2.
Ooh.
That's Monaco for you guys.
we did lose 4 in like turn 1. So.
Well, but it was just guys in the second half of the grid.
Andretti is already out of DRS of Stewart.
No, he is in. Oh, wait.
He is
wait, he is.
1.032.
Well, but there isn't any DRS in the game, so.
Oh yeah, there isn't any DRS.
But I increased the I
Sorry.
increased the slipstream effect to make the AI overtake a bit more, but sometimes it's causing weird crashes.
Okay.
But it's better than having a tow all race long.
Alright.
So P3 is
It's quite a bit of a gap to P3. Well, no, P4 actually, sorry. After the Renault car.
it's a Lacey, I think. It's also it's also interesting to see that Lacey was able to qualify in front of Prost for the first time in
It is
season
Where
1.
is Prost?
Prost is P6, I believe. Kubica is already P5, coming from P8.
No.
Prost-
Agostini's P6, Prost is P7.
There we have it. Häkkinen lost 2 positions, Prost lost 2 positions, Kubica gained 3 positions.
Häkkinen had a bad start.
Yeah, dropped 2 positions, but maybe there were some touches that we didn't say, so now I'm going to enable cinematic mode, and I don't need to touch anything anymore.
Yep, now we're going to switch to like P17 every 5 seconds.
Well, there where the most action is. The game can recognize where the most action is going to be sometimes when the AI is programmed to make a mistake in the next few seconds, so it's an easy way to catch all accidents.
Oh, and it immediately watches my car.
Nice on board now. The Prima.
It is a nice onboard. It's a wonderful car.
It is.
So is the Braun. Braun's my second best, probably.
My favorite livery is the GPS Lotus and the 2011 and 12 Lotus, so that's why Overline is driving with the 2011 livery. So, and starting season 2, everyone can choose liveries up to 2013. So,
can people make their own? Or because apparently Stibbles was going to make his own. Not sure though. Oh, Agostini and Prost fighting in the tunnel.
And Prost is really strong in the races, so...
Yeah, but it is Monaco. So might be watching a train go around for the next...
Well,
laps.
most races I simulate, there will be a crash, then one of the top 10 guys is crashing into it, that brings the whole pack back together, they are trying to overtake each other. Something like this is always happening when the first pit stop occurs, so...
You're finding that Andretti's pulling away in the first sector and then Stewart is grabbing it back in the second and third.
Maybe it's the new Ford engine that's helping the car.
Yeah.
So
somebody pulling it through.
That Braun looking sexy though.
Welcome to Braun.
Welcome to the stream, fake Braun GP.
Should we watch Mansell for a bit? See how far behind he is from Prost. Or P8, I think. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, he's right in the middle. He's currently P8 in the World Driver Championship, and Stewart is P5.
It does look like they're gaining most of their advantage through that tunnel, so the Ford engine really is paying off, I think. Well, let's see if it's reliable though.
Fake Braun GP also said it's the best engine on the grid, what can I say? Well, in Nations Cup maybe, but not in the UF1.
Which one is the best engine in UF1? I forgot.
I was so pissed when I saw that I'm P8.
I'm P1, I got Ferrari.
What can I say? I was P9 in the performance last year, so I won't complain. Could have been worse.
You're climbing up.
So
you should have gone for the Ferrari engine at 80 points.
Well, let's see how Ford will develop in the next 2-3 seasons, and then we can see if we need to establish a new partnership. Well, let's see. Create some lore.
Prost is going for Agostini. No.
I think Agostini is just
down the tunnel.
I think Agostini is just driving a defend line because he knows how strong Prost is in races, and hopefully he doesn't make mistakes because of the pressure. Kubica on a strong P5.
It's a weird layout of Monaco, isn't it?
It's a 2001 layout.
Yeah, it's still weird though, isn't it?
And when the cars got wider, they needed to make more runoff areas.
Yeah. The swimming pool is quite unique though. Now, in this layout. Problem is that Agostini's catching up to the car ahead now, and they've got a bit of a train forming.
Well, it's Kubica in front of him, and in front of them is Hakkinen in P4.
Ooh, did Prost clip the wall a bit there, or is that just me?
I just looked on my phone. I can't see it.
Prost is going for it again. Backs out again in the same place.
Well, I think Agostini is just trying to defend there and slowing him down through the tunnel, so he can't attack into the turn there. Again, defend line back Agostini. Let's see how... The gap is getting bigger to Kubica again because Agostini is defending like crazy. Well,
Kubica is also catching up and getting the slipstream off the Eurolane Nordic car, so...
The first two cars are really miles ahead.
Yeah, you can barely see him.
That's
3.3 seconds.
And Stewart doesn't let Andretti go his way. The first Prima victory is still in big question marks. Hopefully the engine will hold.
We would have got it in pre-season.
Hopefully the engine is going to hold now this time. Andretti had the engine failure last time. So, cinematic mode again.
Oh. They're both just losing time doing that, I think.
Yeah, and Stewart is catching up. And Quer too.
We're not the best car in the race, so...
The third best. Or the fourth best?
No, second best in quali and then just really bad in the race. 9.24 in the race.
Yeah, next time, next season, the draw is going to be a bit different, so the difference between race and quali isn't as big. The first draw is going to be between 900 and 950, and the second draw is going to decide plus and minus on that value of quali than the race performance.
That's good.
I hope you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hello, Carlos Sainz to the stream. I'm sitting here backpacking. Okay. Fake Braun GP. Come on, Braun. Would be great to see a victory from Braun in their first race, but would be 2009 all over again.
Oh, Prost's going on Agostini, I think. Nope, backed out again. What's the gap like to Kubica now? Closing up again to Kubica.
They should just stop attacking each other and see that they catch up on Kubica. Because they can. That would be better for their strategies.
I do think Prost will gain a couple of positions for pit stops. Maybe he'll go a bit longer and try and get some more time. The gap from Andretti to Stewart is now 1.2 seconds, so maybe we're seeing the top two split.
So Andretti is now pulling off. Maybe Stewart also thinks to himself, a bit more tire management, maybe I can go a few laps later and that would give me a better strategy, I don't know.
Fake Braun GP says Mansell is catching up.
Well, let's see if that's true. Well, a bit... Interesting how Agostini always drives this defend line through the tunnel, which costs them already half a second each lap.
Viet's also gaining on Mansell, so might get a bit of a train going.
Then we have Ekstrom behind Alonso, and then we have a big gap to Asma in P12.
I thought Asma was dead.
And no, Madden is the one who flipped. And then we had another crash between two.
Because they got like ping pong.
That was so unexpected. Schumacher P13, then Botti. Oh, the gap between Schumacher and Botti is so big. Stibbles, Lucas. And something happened with Montero because I think he was
Montero was
in the
caught up
pits.
in the start incident.
Well, at least he's still alive.
He's the one who flipped Martin, but he got through.
Beautiful. I might need to rewatch the scene and look if someone caused the crash and give some penalty points.
It was the one on the inside, but I can't remember who it was.
Well, I'm just going to rewatch it in the stream then. So, cinematic mode in. Interesting to see Alesi in P3 right now.
He's just running his own race, really, isn't he?
Usually he drops behind a lot in races.
But he's also gaining on Hakkinen, so It's not like he's doing bad pace. He's just not catching up with the leaders yet.
Well, he isn't.
Might just be managing the tyres. Probably coming for a late charge.
The second stint is going to be interesting.
See if any of the people up for a 2-stop and try and make their way through the traffic.
Could be a strategy. And in my Nations Cup, there isn't a rule that you need to make a pit stop. So.
Oh. But do you think realistically this could go for 43 laps? Or?
No, not really. They would have a cliff at the end.
Agostini's caught up to Kubica again. Maybe Kubica's got some kind of issue.
And the Braun GP is right behind him.
Yeah. Kvyat's also dropped off. Alonso just behind.
Alonso is the one with the most position gained in races in the Nations Cup.
Is it a good car in the race then?
That's the one. I think it's the best car in the race. Besides the AU Team Polska. Let's go, yeah. Well, Mansell's catching up to the train in front of him, which could give him a boost when he's going out of the pits to catch them up. So,
when do you think we'll see the first pit stops?
Around lap 20, maybe. It depends on how hard they needed to fight. So I think Agostini may be one of the first who's going to pit.
It could be a good thing pitting first, because there's not a lot of... This track position means anything, and the fresh rubber could mean that you jump a couple people.
Oh, he could try an overcut, and it's hard to overtake in Monaco, so he could take that position home then. A 1-6 would already be the best Prima result this season.
I'd take a podium. I just don't want him to crash.
Well... I think 2 of your 3 DNFs was because of mechanical failure, so...
Yeah. By crash, I mean like as a blanket term, as in engines as well. GP2? GP2?
Bus is getting faster and faster.
Yeah. Agostini's being a good roadblock though, so...
Let's see where Mansell is.
Just behind.
Mansell's catching up. That is going to be interesting when the first pit stops are going to occur. And behind.
That's gonna be my philosophy of the season. Qualify really high and then just roadblock everybody.
Would be a great way to create some lore. So.
Scuderia roadblock.
I'm going to Photoshop a big.
Can my car be edited to be the length of the track wherever we are? And we just get like Agostini holding up everybody.
Some warning sign on the rear wing. Please stop.
Warning, road closed.
Well, it is for 15 laps now for Prost. Because of his very weak start, he's behind Agostini the whole time. Which is good for the championship, I believe.
Don't know. I'm not in the championship fight.
Well, you still can be, since we have 15 races and this is the 5th one, so...
Yeah. Fake Braun GP says my car could be the safety car.
I just saw it too. It really is. I just see on Twitter if there are any new comments. No.
Just change the Mercedes. Just put the M8. No, put the BMW M8, the chunky boy, on the track. It's fine. I might change the livery mid-season. I don't know, to like a more recent one.
Well, you can, but still up only to F129, because it would be too much work to, because I need to edit the tires so they fit with the suspensions, with every single car, with every single tire, and that's pretty.
Yeah, I'd probably only move it like 1 or 2 years. So
yeah,
like mid-season or whatever.
Well, I personally like the 2007 Ferrari, for example. Mate goat. Okay.
Just anything but the 2010 Ferrari. the vacuum cleaner Ferrari.
Oh, the car was horrible, but 2014 was even more horrible.
2014, that was the vacuum cleaner one, wasn't it?
My favorite modern Ferrari car is the 2017 one.
Oh, I didn't like the 2017 one.
I
I
personally
liked it. I love this year's one. I don't know why.
When they go with red, black, then please the real Ferrari red and not just black on the sponsor logos.
Well, they said they're keeping like a similar livery for next year, so.
Yeah, the matte red looks like it's a touch of orange. That's why I don't like it really. So under the right light, the car looks good, but I think the mod livery just looks better on a Red Bull than on a Ferrari.
Did the Brexit pensioners team get entered as a new team then, or because it's number 22 and 23? Did they not keep their old numbers, or?
I just took the livery out of internet, so the numbers don't really matter.
Well, we're number 1 and 2, so that's all that matters.
Well, thing is, I think for most cars, I don't even have numbers on it because of it. For example, the Renault doesn't have a number. For most liveries, you have a numberless livery. And for example, the BMW doesn't have a numberless livery.
Agostini's like Carlos signs. You don't see him unless he crashes.
Right now, yeah.
It's a shame because Agostini's better in the race, but.
Oh, Agostini is pretty good at holding everyone off, so maybe Andretti could try to make an earlier pit stop, but doesn't get catched up in the traffic behind him.
The pit teams are probably waiting for a good gap to appear, so you don't get held before traffic.
Maybe this is a special Stream team strategy. Agostini holding everything up so Andretti has enough space to make his pit stop.
It's only about 10 seconds, maybe 9 seconds. Between first and sixth, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 9 seconds on the dot.
Only? It felt like so much.
There's quite a big gap between 8th and 9th, so I don't know how long the pit stops take, but if there's a 17-second gap, then you might as well pit now. But
I think you lose around 20 seconds in the pit.
Yeah, so probably just going a bit longer to try and get that gap up, because then you get stuck behind Kvyat if you don't.
That would be horrible. Then another roadblock behind in front of him. It's going to be hard for the top drivers to see where they should get their cars into the pits. Still, last race, Sebastian Loeb, I created some law. Sebastian Loeb said that he would take a lazy seat if Cyril Abiteboul, the team principal of FBR, should decide to throw Alesi out because he only has 16 points while Alesi has 75.
Wait, who has 16?
Alesi only has 16 points and Prost has 75. So
Alesi looks on for another 15 here, so
he could double his points and maybe secure his seat for the next few races and get.
Talking about doubling your point, we've got how many of both the premium? I don't know how many points do we have?
Wait. I don't know how. Well,
I'll look at it. I'll look them right.
I look too. Agostini has 24 and Andretti has 12.
Wow.
And Agostini didn't have the DNF until this day, and Andretti had 2, and retiring from P3 last race.
Wow.
With an engine failure.
We're only 7th from the constructors as well, so that's disappointing considering we got the second best qualifying car now. Anyway.
Or maybe the luck is starting to turn for your team.
No. Stop. Don't jinx it. Please.
Well, half the race distance is already done, so...
Please crash.
And and in lap 22 the race result is going to count, even if the game is going to crash. And this is one of the...
time to DDoS.
Well, it can happen anytime, because the game is getting unstable with more mods installed. So, and with the new Bronchi, I don't know if the game is stable because I didn't had enough time to test it. Well,
it's probably stable.
Hey, it's positive for you if when the game crashes in lap 22 because Andretti is then winning. So.
It's been like elevator music for this race right now.
wait. Great idea. I can't play it now in the stream itself, but
yeah, game crashes after Andretti pits. The scenes.
That would be horrible. Then I don't need to edit the music in.
You just get copyrighted striked instead.
No, it's royalty free.
Oh, that's good.
The music is used by many YouTubers, so.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he's locked up.
Well, this tire seem dead now, so.
Both our pit reporters are off, so we don't actually have any info from the pits right now. So
yeah, today we don't have a pit stop crew, but I think it's okay because many families are now in the middle of Christmas preparations.
Yeah.
And since most of the viewers are not 18 years old or older, I awaited that not many people are joining today, but I
we don't
upload
have a pack going from 4th to 8th. So that's a bit of a problem.
How long should I keep the music going?
Don't know, it's up to you. Keeps cutting out for me.
I think Andretti just locked up, guy. Oh. And Braun is now in the slipstream.
Scuderia lock up. Whatever we do, we just play Scuderia and it's instantly like 5 times cooler.
You really have great puns in your head. It's interesting how far Stewart and Andretti are ahead of LAC, and that just after 23 laps.
LAC is in no man's land right now.
Well, 3 seconds behind Stewart and 5 seconds in front of Häkkinen. He's all alone.
He's all alone. Alonso's catching up to Kvyat though.
There was another.
Stewart just locked up. So the tyres look like they're starting to go off. Don't know why the teams are going so long though.
Maybe the gap isn't enough for.
Fake Foreign GP said Scuderia mechanical failure. So hopefully not. Hopefully not.
This will be the new name in the second half. Okay, I have enough of it. I'm getting headache because of it. Do I have another one? Isn't that the elevator music from Scrap Mechanic?
Yeah.
The most action happens like.
Oh wow, Stibbles actually got overtaken. I think.
Who got overtaken?
Somebody actually got overtaken.
We saw a whopping number of 3 overtakes in this race, and 2 of them were at the start, and the other 2 attempts ended in a crash.
One got flipped.
2 cars flipped.
It's quite peaceful watching the cars go by and just got like dun dun.
It's peaceful.
The fans
And
just.
Agostini is going to the pits, like I said.
We're waking up. We wake up. Everyone wake up. Everyone wake up. It's time to wake up.
It's time to wake up and wow.
施錠をしたとはいえ、こんな古い木の扉なんて簡単に破られるだろうな。
Are you kidding me? Can I still have? Can we just... Scooter, fuck fitted.
What did you say? One of your drivers is going to pit and the game is going to crash. So Agostini's P7, beautiful overtake by Prost in the end.
At least he gets P7. It's fine. It's fine.
This is so ironic. Oh shit.
Scooter, we killed the game.
This is so
He literally said it. Braun GP said game crash after Scooter rear pits. like 10 minutes ago.
If I could give bonus points for something like that, I would have give Braun a bonus point just for calling it.
Well, at least I got a dub. I win easy.
21. Well, right when it started to get interesting. Everyone wake up, Crash.
Everyone wake up.
Playing GT Sport, look down when the game crashes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, what are we going to do now?
Don't know. We could do like a...
Where's my cursor? Race. So this is our start lineup, and we have a Braun in P1.
Oh, what?
And then Alesi again in front of Prost. What the hell is going on with Prost?
I'm second best in quality. Where am I?
Oh no! You're P8.
Oh my god.
Where am I? I'm
redo.
I can't redo. Here is not a redo button. I can only click on OK and then it's going to proceed. My stream keeps breaking? Just your stream keeps breaking? Hello?
Hello?
Does your stream also break right now, or?
No.
Okay.
Sure.
Well then, Boom, maybe you have low internet right now. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah,
well, it's medium rain. it's not. It's
no,
not.
We gotta go full rain.
No, this would be full rain here. What does last change? Okay, that doesn't change anything. Beautiful. Let's go suck it. This is going to be a new Nations Cup mini. Just the race alone. I love the layout, and it's very fun to drive on, but the AI is just nuts in turn 1 and in the last turn before start finish. Because they want to overtake in these in the snake and before they go into the start finish line. Beautiful starting camera. 4 laps only.
How many crashes? Predict now.
10. 10 cars out.
I'm gonna say 11. Just to be annoying. Come on, Andressi. Come on, look at this. Look at the lightning start he's gonna get. Nyom. 5 lights and away we go. Stewart gets an absolutely terrible start. Or not. The angle was
let's see if
the
he...
angle was just bad. Andretti's all the way on the right. How could this go? How could this go wrong? We need a replay. We need a replay.
Yeah, of course I'm going to.
No. From that angle. Not from the other angle. Just from this angle. Oh no! Who was that getting flipped?
Hey, oh no, it's one of my cars, of course.
Is that Agostini? Oh no! It is! No, it's an Audi, isn't it?
It's an Audi and my Line, nice.
Oh my god. Then it's everybody. Oh no, that is my car on the right. Look, in the far distance, mine's just... And Agostini's out as well. Great.
There we have Andretti in P7 trying to move on Prosper, and he can. Beautiful overtake by Andretti.
He was defending against Prost.
So
We don't overtake, what?
So Häkkinen is out. So who is out? So we have 4 cars out already. Suba, Agostini, Schumacher, Häkkinen, and...
Lost. No, he's not out, he's just lost.
He just lost? Okay.
Yeah, no, he's still in because it's still got his timing. He's still 19th or whatever.
Baltic Texas right now P9 and P10. Just to...
You're back. Ooh, I'm going for it.
Well, it's surprisingly calm right now. Let's see. We still have yellow sectors in turn 1.
Oh no. This can go very, very badly.
So there is Schumacher. I think that's the yellow sector gone now. Or not. Well, the race is always going bad, so... So now second lap going into turn 1 again. Let's see what happens. Because I go with full speed in there and don't look if there's any car right beside them, so... So...
Andretti's P8 now. Sure.
We got overtaken again. There we have Kubica P2 right now. Uh-oh. No. Oh, clean overtake. I can't believe it.
Just flips.
Clean overtake. Alonso is in P4 right now, trying to move on Alesi.
Oh.
Girocton, Robert Lucas.
Oh.
I love how the camera angles are now switched like that.
Ooh, Agostini P19 pit lane. Woo!
Beautiful! Alesi got now got overtaken by Alonso. So many overtakes on this track. If they wouldn't crash on like that on the tracks, the track would be even better. Kubica MP2 would give him 8 points. Could be the first Braun victory. We saw the first Prima victory and maybe the first Braun victory. Oh, both FBRs are maybe going to fight against each other. When you have an onboard like that on a car...
Somebody crash. Let's go. Somebody crash.
I can also do a second sprint race with adjusted physics, right? Because I have a setting, one setting that adjusts the grip that it's 50% stronger, and they can go around corners with full speed. I drove with these physics in the pre-season when there were only 9 cars finishing the race. And maybe the rain isn't really helping. I thought the cars would make more mistakes in the rain. Hey!
Oh. Oh. I thought we were going to crash then.
Stewart in P1, and there's a fight
Monaco.
yeah. Sometimes I want to say something, but I can't find the right words, and
Yep.
Montero now also passed Lucas. There we have Prost gained 6 positions. Prima crash. Braun now wants to predict everything. Oh come on! I'm going to do 2 sprint races, and one with dry and
I have to go after this one.
yeah, no problem.
That's unfortunate.
I just want to see some action. That's why. And we have the typical drivers in the points again. That's what's bothering me.
Where is the points to? P8 or P10?
Down to P8 because the old point system is used.
Well, I get 1 point, so I'm happy. Kind of.
Kind of. Well, you won a race today, so.
Yeah.
You're tired?
Yeah. I just want Stuart to crash. It's just tiring me. I'm tired of Prost being a god.
Bruh, Prost is just P1 and P3 right now.
Ooh. Wow. Do you think Prost can do it in the final lap? It's only 1.2 seconds. If he makes the move here, no.
Ah.
Maybe if he made the move there, but not. Extra, I swear.
All the
Anyone who tries passing Andretti is going to get taken out. It's team orders to just take out anyone who tries to pass you.
I wonder where Agostini is right now on the track. Oh man, I wanted that. Some drivers are getting points that don't get points usually. And now we only have people in the points that who have 2-digit numbers as their points in the table. So, oh, I think something happened to Ekstrom.
Oh no.
Well, he dropped from P7 to P9 without apparent reason, and now Baltic Tax is in the points.
Oh god.
Don't you dare attack the goat that is Prost.
Where is Prost? Prost has a tire? Karma.
Prost is P2. He just overtook Kubica.
Okay, I have to go quickly, wait.
Yeah. What the hell is going on with Ekstrom? He's slow as fuck. Well, great, Ekstrom. So, Stewart wins the first race for Brexit. Braun. I hoped the race would be more chaotic. 12:43 AM, where do you live? So, and still it makes an overtake on Ekstrom for P15. Agostini is the last one who hasn't finished. Like I said, I'm going to do a second sprint race of dry conditions and new physics. But Prima isn't going to be there then. Race over! Stewart wins in front of Prost and Kubica.
Grazie. See ya.
See ya!
Thank you for race.
So, I don't think anyone is going to commentate on 27th, 28th of December when the testing is, but if you have time, you can join. And we have Robert Kubica P1, Alonso P2, P2, Stuart P3, Prost P4, Hakkinen P5, Aloisi P6, Kriya P7, Mansell P8, Orsini P9, Ekström P10, Andretti P11, Schumacher P12, Lucas P13, Asma P14, blah, and the ones that are always at the back. So, last race for today. Even if this race is going to be boring. If the race is too boring, 2 AM every race except for Melbourne. What a shit! And I'm complaining about Japan being the only race that's at night for me. So let's see if this race is going to be a bit more exciting. We have Kubica and Alonso in the first row. Let's see how they are going to start. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And the lights out, and here we go in the small Nordschleife second sprint race. Kubica gets away well, with one of the Braun GPs right behind him. And we have the first big crashes behind him. Let's see what exactly happened. Maybe we have a good view from Ekström and P10. Oh, damn it. Wrong. Alonso and Prost just tangled, I believe. Yeah, Alonso and Prost just crashed out. And who took they with them? I think 3 cars out in turn 1 right now. So we have now Kubica and one of the Braun GPs fighting for the win. Going to turn 1, can he make a move? No, he can't. Now we have already 4 cars out. The cars are so much faster now on the track. We have Robert Lucas and P8. That's how it's supposed to be. Kvyat and P4. People in the points that aren't supposed to be there. Or are not there usually. So Kubica's leading the sprint race, the second sprint race here in Small Nordschleife. And it seems like he is getting away well. The Braun GP now is under attack by the Oraline Lotus behind him. I could do such races all day long. If I would have time for it. So. The Oraline Lotus now could try to make a move on Stewart. Now into lap 2. Fastest lap by Hakkinen, who is catching up. And are these overtakes or... No, these are crashes. Thank God this is going better than last time. How is the car still alive? How the hell is the car still alive? Insert do a barrel roll here. The hell? That's maybe one of the strongest built cars ever. Yeah, but still out. So Asmo's out. Agostini is still in the middle of points. There are a lot of fights now. Three cars beside each other, and one of the Russian Racing just took too much risk into the turn right now. He and Schumacher tangled. And that's why he is out. So the Russian Racing is out. There we have Robert Kubica. Yeah, duct tape held it together, yeah. Seems like the Braun GP is catching up again. Stewart is really, really good today. Also, I need to update the standings later this evening. And we have another yellow flag. This time it's a Suba. What the hell happened with him? Well, he just drove way too hard on the curbs, and that lifted him up and threw him into the wall. And that's people why F1 cars don't drive on a small Nordschleife. So Kubica is still in the lead, but it seems like the MotoGP can catch up, but he only has 2 laps remaining. And we have another yellow flag in turn 1. This time it's Montero and Andretti again, and Stibbles and Kenan. What the hell happened here? Yeah, they just drove into each other and they don't have damage. What? What the hell happened with the Prima there? What the hell? Why don't the cars brake? Well, and everyone can keep going. And we have Bertie and P in 10 right now. And Lucas now has... Stop driving into each other! Then we have Kubica. Oh, I see Claire joined. This is the sprint race because Monaco crashed, and I think a sprint race with the old point system would be good, so would be 10 points for Kubica right now. Make this full point. I can't. It's only 4 laps, and I wanted to fill the stream time with some content. So back, please. Kubica got P4 in the race before, and Prost is out of points here. So. Gets the kick. Kvyat gets the fastest lap. But it's hard to keep track of the fastest laps, so last lap. The Braun GP seems to be beaten. This is going to be Kubica's second win in the Nations Cup Season 1. Which could give him, which is going to make the championship standings a bit more interesting again. He should now be P2 again, since Hakkinen is only P4. Yeah, the Kubica's pulling away. Over 2 seconds, 2 times in the last sector. What a beautiful day today. We saw a Prima win, the first Prima win this year. Then we saw the first Pro-On win in the first sprint race, and now we see a Kubica win in the second sprint race. Three races. One where the race winner gets 25 points, and the sprint races where 10 points are awarded. So, and Kubica wins the second sprint race in Small Nordschleife. I'm always going to do it like that, when a race is crashing and after the half mark. I'm going to make a sprint race on one of the fictional tracks, because they don't crash in the first 4 laps, hopefully. So, Kubica's winning in front of Stewart. I think Stewart now got the most points today. So, where was the 25 points race? Monaco. And Kubica was P4, I believe.